Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario, coming to you again from the heart of the Deep South on the outskirts of Birmingham, Alabama, where we talk about music, records, do record reviews, interviews, and much more. Really excited this week because I'm going to be doing Cellar Music Group Jazz Week. So every day of the week, this week, I will be doing a review of Cellar Music Group's one of their latest releases. And you guys will also have a chance to win a free record. I've got several records here to give away and a couple of CDs off the Cellar Music Group. So all you have to do is leave your comments, give a thumbs up, share the video, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That's all you have to do. Do that in the comments section or in the live chat, and I'll pick somebody and I will send a free record to you, all expenses paid. So this is really exciting for me because it's one of my favorite jazz labels. I love to support independent jazz labels and all these working musicians that are keeping the jazz tradition alive. And so I'm going to be talking about four of these gentlemen today that's on this fantastic record here called Sound Elements. I've only listened to like one track off of here and I was captivated by it. This is something I think a little bit different than what you usually see on the Cellar Music Group label. I think that Corey Music founded this back in 2001 and started doing live recordings initially, and it's grown into a pretty big label. Is a lot of releases so far this year and a lot of interesting things. And this album is a bit different than perhaps more of the straight ahead type of bluesy type things that you hear a lot on the label, which I love. But I like the fact that Corey seems to be kind of venturing out here a little bit on some different things, which is interesting. There's only 200 copies of these made. So this is Elam Friedlander's release that came out at the end of 2024, but the vinyl came out a little bit later. This is limited to 200 copies worldwide. This is Elam Friedlander, who is a bass player and composer, originally from Israel, not Italy, Israel, and he's currently living and working in New York City. He graduated from the New School for Jazz and Contemporary Music, and this is his first debut as a leader. Now, what's interesting about this album is he's playing with three guys that are well-established jazz musicians. And so you've got Abraham Burton on the tenor sax, who was born in New York City in 1971, raised in Greenwich Village, studied at the Hart School from 89 to 1993, graduating in music. His music teachers there included Michael Carvin and Jackie McLean. Burton is a faculty member now at the Hart School. He's recorded over 30 albums. I think he's got like 3 or 4 of his own. He's recorded with Louis Hayes, played with Art Taylor, Santi Debriano, Jimmy Smith, Horace Tapscott, and others. So a very well-established tenor saxophone player. You've also got Louis Perdomo on this album, who is playing the piano. Wonderful piano player, born in 71, originally from Caracas, Venezuela. Now a well-established jazz piano player, but his first paying gig was at the age of 12. From an early age, he was playing on Venezuelan TV and radio stations. He says his early gigs in Venezuela were primarily dance music and traditional Venezuelan music. His first gig, however, at 15, was a jazz gig that he played in, it was a hotel, I think is what he said. And he went to visited New York City at the age of 19, and returned there after he was had a scholarship audition for the Manhattan School of Music. Moved there permanently in 1993 at the age of 22, and by 2001 he was well established on the New York jazz scene, playing a lot of Latin jazz. And in 2002 he joined saxophonist Robbie Coltrane's quartet. He's taught at the Aaron Copland School of Music at Queens College in New York, and he's also begun teaching at the Berklee College of Music, where he is a professor of ensembles and piano. He's got at least 10 albums as a leader and over 40 as a sideman. So you can see here that Elam is accompanied by some very well-seasoned musicians. Last but not least, you have drummer Eric McPherson, who's from New York. By the time he was 8, he was teaching himself to play drums. At 12, he started 7 years of formal studies with Michael Carvin, a master drummer. And within a year, he was jamming with another one of his fellow classmates and kids, I guess, which was Abraham Burton, who was on this album, saxophone player. So at the same time, he was admitted to New York's prestigious LaGuardia High School of Arts, a school for gifted students. Soon he was selected for the New York City All-City High School Big Band. making his Carnegie Hall and Lincoln Center debuts with the big band, winning several outstanding soloist awards. Upon graduating, his mentor, Michael Carvin, recommended Eric to Jackie McLean. This is how he got that full scholarship for attending the McLean Institute at the Hart School of Music, University of Hartford. So I just like doing a little bit of studying, little background on the musicians that are on these records, and learn about these. And hopefully, for those of you out there that aren't familiar with these musicians, they'll make you a little more familiar. So this album is very interesting. I'll give you just a quick introduction. We're going to drop it on the Fluence RT85, and we're going to listen to it through my Vincent Faux 701 phono stage, which I really like. I use that to replace my Shit Monty 2. It sounds wonderful in going to my Yamaha HS8 speaker. So I'm going to play this entire record for you guys today, because this is kind of put together as meant to be listened to from beginning to end. And it's kind of a concept record. Sound elements, I'm going to read this right from the website. It says, sound elements originated in the idea of a continuous piece of music that flows seamlessly between open improvisation and structure, and gives each musician in the band a place to express the specific soundscape of each spiritual material element, which you have the fire, water, earth, air. Each element is introduced by a different member of the group with an open improvisation, which then leads into the composition dedicated to that element. So all of this is kind of interconnected, one piece of music, and you have at the beginning of each of these a different musician introducing the tune. So for example, on the first tune you're going to hear called Fire, Abraham Burton introduces that song. So without further ado, let's go ahead and drop this on the turntable and give you guys a listen. Go grab a beverage and kick back and listen to this wonderful album. And I'll give you my commentary throughout, because I've not listened to this entire album. So it's definitely going to be interesting to listen to. I've listened to like the first track, and it caught my attention, and we'll get a chance to listen to the entire record here. And some people ask me, well, can you play these without, copyright infringement and stuff like that? Well, for one, I'm doing commentary on it, but two, I get demonetized. So even though I think it's kind of fair use, I do get usually demonetized, and the copyright holder gets the earnings from my video. So, which I don't mind. I'm here to promote the music, so that's kind of what I do. Yeah, check this out. These do come in nice anti-static sleeves, so and these are usually pretty good pressings on this label, so. Recorded at GB's Juke Joint, April 15th, 2023. This was produced by Corey Weeds and Elam. Yeah, nice. So each of these tracks are 8 to 10 minutes long, with an epilogue that closes the record. Nice sounding mix here. So your piano's favors the left, drums favor the right, bass is kind of down the middle. Nice warm sound so far. It sounds pretty good. Yeah. You get a little download card here to download as well. Saxophone favors the right side, but again, you can kind of hear everything through both speakers, but there's a hard enough pan to where you have nice separation, so. This cover too. It's pretty cool. Sound really nice. comment, give a like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, and you'll be entered in to win one of these. You can actually win one of these records here. So, sitting back here. Yeah, so far a pretty nice, quiet piece of vinyl, flat. It sounds really nice. There's some depth to this recording. It's nice and warm. Bass sounds nice. Nice resonance off the drums over here on the right side. Nice. So again, I'm playing this whole record that's meant to be played from beginning to end as one continuous piece of music. Again, this concept of the 4 elements. So you have fire there. This one is water. Being introduced by Eric McPherson, the drummer. Is really cool because you have a really nice mix here of improvisation as well as the composed element. Again, recorded at GB's Juke Joint 2023, engineered by Colin Monix and Glenn Forrest, mixed by Colin Monix and mastered by Dave Darlington, produced by Corey Weeds and Elam Friedlander. And again, this is Elam Friedlander's debut record, so only 200 copies of these made, so get them while you can. Yeah. Piano sounds beautiful. Again, it does go across both speakers, but it favors the left side. While you have the drums over here on the right side, favoring the right side. Bass sounds pretty much down the middle. Maybe it favors a little bit over here. Beautiful. So again, there's your tracks. Sax sounds nice. Really enjoying this. Again, this one's called Water. First one you heard was Fire. That was introduced by Abraham Burton on the tenor. This one was introduced by Eric McPherson on drums. Most of the time, I don't play the entire album. I'll usually play a couple of tracks off one side, a couple of tracks off the other. In this case, I wanted to kind of put the album in the context that it was produced in, which is one continuous piece of music giving this concept of the four elements. So that's why I'm playing the entire thing. And so really cool. So you had kind of more of a mid-tempo type of thing going on with the Fire, kind of more of a laid-back thing here with Water. Love that bass playing. Sounds wonderful too. Really nice, warm. And the mix is really nice. You can hear the separation. It's a nice sound stage. It's got some depth and it's a nice warm recording. So the album has been quiet thus far. Nice flat pressing, 180 gram vinyl, again limited to 200. so far, really cool album. So what I'm going to do is flip this over, and we'll listen to Earth, Air, and the epilogue to close out the video. Please leave your comments if you want a chance to win one of these. Give a thumbs up, share, subscribe if you haven't done that already, and there'll be a lucky winner that gets one of these in the mail. I'll leave a comment, tell you won. All you got to do is email me your address, and I'm going to send you the record. So, all right, so far I'm really digging this. That was side one. Let's flip her over, and again, here is your label. Again, a nice anti-static sleeve. This is really, I think this is a really nice sounding record, and I think audiophiles are gonna have nothing to complain about on this as far as the quality of this pressing and the way it sounds. And musically, I think it's really cool. So here we have the introduction. Again, each of these 4 musicians introduce each of these elements. And so you had Abraham Burton introduce fire, the saxophone player. You had Eric McPherson introduce water. And here we have Elam Friedlander on the bass introducing earth. And again, all these are long tunes. These are all 8 to 10 minutes. And you've got an epilogue there. So about 20 minutes of music on the first side, and then you got about 22, 23 minutes of music on the second side. And there's all your album credits and tunes there. And again, this quartet put together here this whole concept of the sound elements. So it's a concept record, which is kind of cool. And again, it's kind of nice, a lot of times, a lot of these records are 2 LPs, a lot of times, because, if you put it on CD and it's 70 minutes worth of music or something, it's going to take 2 LPs to cover that. But there's something to be said, in my opinion, of a record that you put on, listen to from beginning to end, 1 LP that spans about 35 to 40 minutes of music, and where you can actually sit down and digest that in one sitting. And especially something like this, where it's a concept all the way through from beginning to end. I think there's something to be said about that. And I think that that's becoming more and more realized, where when the CD first came out, everybody could pack in, 60, 70 minutes worth of music, even if there was filler put on there. But here you've got no filler, and just so far it's been a wonderful musical journey. So something to be said of the 35, 40 minute format for sure. Pretty cool introduction so far here by Elam on the bass. It's got the bow on there now. Again, you do get a download card. This does come in a really nice anti-static sleeve. Again, I do like this cover. It's pretty cool. again, you've got Elam, his debut record. He's got three guys that are well-seasoned players on here. You've got Abraham Burton from New York City on the saxophone. Here coming on piano over here, Luis Perdomo, who is from Venezuela. And then you've got from New York the drummer Eric McPherson, who grew up playing with Abraham Burton. So nice. Saxophone sounds really nice, like it's right here. Again, Abraham Burton studied under Jackie McLean, so nice. Over here. So apparently Elam first played with Abraham and Eric at Smalls Club in 2018. On this side, I've had a couple of little pops. And then you just wipe it off again. The first side was perfect, so. Beautiful piano playing. That's Luis Perdomo on the piano, originally from Caracas, Venezuela. Wonderful. So far, this has been fantastic. Again, you have that introduction there, going into this tune called Air. The fourth element. I do like how he's kind of got this put together, you know, where you have that first element of fire and it's kind of a little more up-tempo, a little more intense. Then you kind of go to the water side, which is more introspective. It's a little more laid back, a little more mystical. Then you go into the earth. It's also kind of got that kind of mystical element sound to it. And then you kind of come back here to air and it's a bit, you know, up-tempo. And then we have an epilogue, which will close out the record. So, pretty cool album so far. Those drums over this. So again, giving away one of these. Subscribe, leave a comment, give a like, share the video with somebody. Get a chance to win one of these. Got a lot more reviews every day this week, a different album off the Cellar Music Group label. So definitely subscribe if you haven't done that. If you're into new jazz, you're really going to want to hear these records. So, and most of these are fairly limited to a few hundred copies, so. Yeah. Great piano playing. That's a majority of the record there. I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video here. Fantastic playing. You listen to this. So this is a really cool concept record, something, you know, I don't think we hear enough of this kind of stuff. And I'm really glad that Corey decided to do something like this on the label. Something a little bit different, I think. And for those people that like something that's a little bit, you know, outside the box, I think this is fantastic. A lot of great playing on here. And I think it's been a great listen all the way from beginning to end. So there you have Elam Friedlander's debut album, Sound Elements, off the Cellar Music label. Again, came out towards the end of last year, but you're just seeing them on vinyl here recently. 200 copies of these made. Go check it out. Definitely want to pick them up while you can. We'll see you on the next video. Again, subscribe, leave your comments, give the thumbs up, share the video, and you'll get a chance to win. And I'll leave a comment below you, whoever I pick, and I'll send you a free record of one of these here. So at the end of the week, all the records will be given out, and you'll have some wonderful new music to listen to. For the rest of you, go out and buy it. All right, we'll see you on the next video. Take care.